Hello and welcome to the trade setup. In this video we are looking at United Health. It is time for another update, and today we will be discussing about the continuation to the downside and the expected follow-ups that we should see occurring in the next week. Now before we get there, I would like to go quickly through the larger time frame for any of you who might be new, and here we are still tracking this idea of a double 1-2-1-2 setup, a third wave up, and here a fourth wave correction. Now in this correction in the wave 4, I would expect, with the highest likelihood of the probabilities of forming a bottom, to actually still extend, where I would see this only as an initial wave A. I would prefer here to have a wave B correction and then a wave C to extend even lower to the downside. Now this has been in focus actually for quite some time now, and overall, it is not a problem because in this overall wave 4 correction in green, we do have this entire area of support between the $260.5 all the way down to the $96.5 to find the bottom and start the reversal to the upside in a follow-up wave 5 to new all-time highs. So an extension would really pose no problem, an extension of this correction. And since, or especially since, we have a 5-wave structure to the downside, it is rather likely than not to happen. Now, this will continue to be the case, especially as long as within this correction in the wave B, we stay within the area of resistance in white between the $342 all the way up to the $510 at the 78.6% retracement, where if we manage to break above that, there would be actually, or that would be actually a quite good indication and signal that after all we have bottomed indeed in this area already, and that we can look for the fifth wave to the upside to have already started. And for now we haven't done that, so my preferred interpretation remains still another low. But now in the shorter time frame, we have been tracking this wave B for already quite some time. And within it, I could argue that we have only built an internal wave A to the upside. It is possible for me to consider a full ABC structure and to consider this wave B top complete. We pushed nearly into the 50% retracement. It has fulfilled all minimum expectations, and we could already be in the wave C to the downside, where we do expect to form a 5-wave structure. But at the moment, I would actually prefer that we follow through within the yellow scenario, where we have this idea of an extension within this wave B in white, where so far we have only completed the wave A. We have a 5-wave structure to the upside within it, and we are now looking for a retracement in a wave B in the area between the $316.8 all the way down to the $260.3. I have provided you this area of support a couple of videos ago, and it seems that on the last day we actually managed to push into the first level of support and created an initial reaction to the upside. Now at this point, I could argue that this initial movement to the downside is complete and that we have an A wave done, but I could see a couple of scenarios where we should still expect 1 or 2 more lows still to come before we call a bottom here. Now I'm not saying again that it is not possible. It is possible to have bottomed, but it is not guaranteed. In the previous video, I also provided you this trend line in green to indicate a likely bottom within this internal wave 3 of the wave A. And since we broke out of it, I do believe there is a good chance this wave 4 may have topped here, even if we haven't necessarily reached the area of resistance. But I do have to say, since we didn't reach it, there is still a chance that this third wave itself may have extended all the way down here instead. And even here, I could actually still see an extension lower, where this could be a 1, 2, 3, 4th, and the 5th still to come. Now, in that case, I would need to actually remove these areas of resistance, and even the trend line not useful anymore. It was useful, but not anymore. And I would need this wave 3 to have reached the 138.2% extension of this wave 1, and it has reached it, no problem. And now I would be watching out for resistance in a possible internal wave 4 in this area, all the way up to the 61.8% retracement, where this we can actually do that in green. This is a 1, 2, 3, 4th, and the 5th. And as long as we stay below the 61.8% retracement at the $325.2, we can still expect an additional low in this area, an extension either within this larger wave 5, completing the larger wave A, or an extension within this internal wave 3, where this would still be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the 5th wave to the downside, but then we should be watching out for an additional 4th and the 5th before we call a bottom in this larger wave A. Now, this is the short time significant area of resistance. This is what we are tracking. For the larger time, slightly larger, we are looking for a possible extension lower within this area, for assuming that this wave 3 extended all the way down here. We are looking for a 4th and then a 5th still to come before we complete this wave A. Not necessary, but it is possible. And in that case, I would be watching out for resistance between the $328 all the way up to the $344.5. But then again, this would overlap quite significantly with the most important area of focus, which is the one assuming that we have already bottomed in a wave A. It is the most important area because it is on the largest time frame, at least in this time frame perspective. And in that case, I would be watching out for the wave B correction, and that would be into resistance at the levels between the $338 all the way up to the $366 at the 78.6% retracement. Now, if we manage to break above the 78.6% retracement, it would actually be quite a good indication that we have indeed bottomed within this larger wave B, and that we should expect to follow through to the upside in the larger wave C and reset the wave B in white. Yeah. And we do need to see a 5-wave structure within this wave C to the upside. But at the moment, yeah, we haven't even broken out of the very short time frame resistance area. Overall, at the moment, the pressure is still down. We are expecting lower prices from many perspectives, and the most critical level to break to confirm a local bottom within the wave B is the $366 level. And for now, these are the levels. This is the trade setup. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe and let me know what else you want me to cover, and I'll do my best to do that in the days and weeks ahead. And until then, I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.